Hey there, guys, and welcome back to Nimby Rails. It's been a long time. Um, I did originally plan on taking a bit of a break. I'd got a bit burnt out on Nimby Rails, and the new update was taking a while to turn up. So I decided to take a break and come back to it once the update arrived. Of course, the update did arrive a few weeks back. Since then, it's just been a matter of haven't had time to do anything with it. Honestly, didn't even notice it had arrived the first 2 weeks. What with moving house, finishing uni, starting a job, I've just been way too busy to do anything. The initial intention was not actually to stop recording everything, it was to stop recording Nimby Rails and keep going with the rest. Not done anything since July. But we're back into it. I'm starting a new map because the old one was just getting more and more broken every time the game updated. And my intention this time is, instead of the UK, I'm going to focus on New York. In particular, to begin with, at least, the New York subway. We'll see how far we go from that. So as you can see from the little map in the corner, if that's working, I've got Open Railway Map open, which is going to be effectively my only source, I think, for this. The good thing about the UK was there was an awful lot of open source data about everything. And that's just not a thing that exists for most of the rest of the world, as far as I'm aware. If someone does have access to some open source data for the New York subway, let me know, because that would be very helpful. Okay, I'm trying to work out where I am. I'm way too far north. Probably more down here, further south than that. I was going to remember how to play Nimby Rails, how to move around on the map. Where are we in relation to Riverdale? A bit southeast. Kingsbridge? Or a bit further over. It's not the easiest to tell. I think we're in here somewhere, by the looks of it. I've just got to work out where. So, if I can find Van Cortlandt Station, that's there. And Gaelic Park over here, so that's where the depot is. 240 Street Yard. And then the station is more sort of up here. Okay. And actually it's above that road. Right then. Now that we've located that, time to build a station. So, first things first, I don't want it to curve. Sure, chuck a building around it. I'd rather you don't append direction signals or crossovers. And I need you to be one in the air. Now, I did install a mod for New York City track, subway track. It's just not showing up in my mod list, so I can't activate it. So that's fun. I don't know how long the stations are meant to be, but I feel like 120 meters is probably good. There's a lot of new settings that, I'll be honest, I don't understand. I just want to change how far apart the tracks are. Offset. Is that it? Yes. There we go. Found it. All the settings have moved, so I've got to relearn everything. In reality, actually, it's probably an island platform, isn't it? Can't really tell, but I would assume so. This is why you don't do buildings. It's more effort than it's worth. It's just not have a building around it at all. Oh, it needs something, otherwise it doesn't look like a station. Alright, you can have a building base. That's as far as I'm willing to go. Come on, click the offset. There we go. I might get a station in eventually. Right, what are we calling it? Van Cortlandt Park 242 Street. I could platform auto name. Turns out platforms seem to be labelled. I don't know, the platforms seem to be very arbitrary in their labelling. I don't know what these numbers mean. So I'll just auto name the platforms. That seems fine. We get some track and bring it down here. There we go. Right, what's going on? It looks like there's a third track in the middle, which is why I've stopped temporarily. So I'm going to bring that through here, like so. I'm actually as far zoomed in as I can be on the map, which is not ideal. Because I could do with being a bit closer in, so I can see what's going on. I guess that comes out of there and out of there. It's probably the best I can do. There's no crossover further up, but what there is a switch off there to here. Advantage is I know that the switches on New York Subway are incredibly tight curves, typically, so I can do very small crossovers. Okay. Then I need to work out what's going on elsewhere. So it looks like sort of off here is a pair of tracks going down to ground level. And these go out into a load of sidings. And a depot. A depot's still a thing? I've not seen the button for them in quite a while. Are they a thing? Am I going to have to look it up? Where would I go about finding them? Right, what I'm seeing is a massive list, a massive guide of how to do timetables in the new update, but not any clarity on how a depot is formed. Other than it looks like it might just be a station. What is that? Oh, that focuses me on it. If I do that, what can I say? Can I say anything? Not really. Just select one of them. No. Don't think there's any way to specifically signify that that is a depot. Obviously I can bring the area right the way down. And then it's got no catchment, so I guess works. And then I name it 240 Street Yard. The guide mentioned something about black holes. Obviously the guide is so ridiculously long. Depots. Okay. For some reason didn't see this section. 1.5, a depot is a combination of a station and a one-station line. The old depot repair pits in 1.4 lose their special functionality. Right, so you create a station as a depot, set its area coverage to 0. So that's what I've done. It can either be a black hole depot, a fully built depot, or a hybrid depot. I think I'm going to try and build a fully built depot, which is a questionable choice, given my limited number of tracks. So it just means I need to quickly parent all of these so they're in the right positions next to each other. How many lines do I need? Well, I guess if I just count, there are 21 numbers. So that's 6. There we go. That's another 6. And so that's 12. If I do that, I've got 24, which is too many, but I can always just delete a couple off the end. So I've currently got 3 too many, so I'll delete that one, and that one. There we go. 21 lines. It's a bit too big, strictly speaking, a bit too wide, but I guess if I say, can I say all the offsets be 4 meters instead of 5? Now it takes up less space. Okay. Just drag those up there a little bit. Then I've just got to work out how to connect all the tracks together. So it looks like this sort of comes round like so. It also just carries on straight. There's a switch off it going to these 3. I need to pull that. I'm not really sure what the best way to do this is. If I pull that back and that switch back to there, this goes to 3 lines. We have another switch off that goes to 3 lines. And then the last bit goes to 3 lines as well, so that's not a switch, that's just like this. It's an interesting layout. And the other one comes all the way up and has a switch off into 3 tracks, obviously, as you'd expect. Seems to be a pattern emerging. It's getting a bit tight now. and then it just combines into all the rest by the looks of it. So maybe off there, and there. Guess that works. Back down here, we have a switch across from there to over here. And then we have to look at the bridge. It's going to take an entire episode just to do this one station and yard, but we're easing back into it. Eventually I'll get around to working out the timetabling. That is quite a big job. So if I parent that there and parent that one there, and there, like so. We have a crossover from here onto this line. Which carries on crossing over by the looks of it. And gets over by about this point. So if I just drag that out a bit further, I can now bring that set of points back over here. Not double track anymore, please. Over there, then over there. And we also have off that up to here, and off there up to here into the depot. That then dead ends roughly there, so that's good. That's where I want it. Then 3 tracks just continue down. What is the next station? 238 Street. So now I just have to find 238 Street. It's here. The station names are really small. The question is there a platform on the centre track? I would assume not, but that I may be wrong. It exists, it's just a matter of finding the link. There we go, I've got it. So I'm up here. This is slightly more diagrammatic, but serves me purpose. Yeah, that is an island platform. So it's just the 2 outer tracks. Realistically, it's up here. Just drag that out of the way quickly. $10 offset and 10 meters offset. No, that's the custom max speed. Where is the offset? I'm gonna have to get rid of that entirely. Parent that off there, parent that off there. Wiggle it around a bit. And then have a look at these points. There we go. And that one is also broken. Just get rid of that crossover briefly, so I can get this into a nicer position. Then we'll add it back in. Sorted. Visitation School? I don't think so. This is 238 Street. Next stop is 231 Street, which I'm reasonably confident. Also just platforms on the outside. It'd be helpful if the street names were on the in the game. This one? Looks like it's this one. If I go and duplicate 238 Street, then I can just drag it down here. Make it roughly the right length. Rename it 231 Street. And then connect up the tracks nicely. Connect that up there. And actually, I can't do that. I have to pull it out of here because the way it's a straight platform. So small segments to get that curve started. Delete that. Single track, connect those up. There we go. We've got 3 stations. My problem is I'm playing with money at the moment, which may be a poor choice. This is already 55 million. So I may have to try and sort of stop halfway and set up a shorter line temporarily. We'll see. But I think that's probably enough for now. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want more, and I'll catch you in the next one.